School teacher from West Pere Middle School has been named one of 5 for Wisconsin's 2025 Teacher of the Year.
8th grade English language arts teacher Bethany Cunard was given a surprise ceremony during a school assembly this afternoon. Families, students, and faculty all joined by members of the Board of Education to give that award. Teacher can receive this nomination after being nominated by the community for the Herb Cole Educational Foundation's Teacher Fellowship. After an interviewing process, 5 of them are selected. Cunard said she was surprised and left at a loss for words.
The people that I work with now, have worked with in the past, teaching is such a team profession that I just felt overwhelmed, like just to hear my name.
So these 5 final teachers will do a final interview with the Wisconsin Department of Public Instruction for a chance to represent the state at a Council of Chief State School Officers National Teacher of the Year program that's in Washington, D.C.